Hello, it's Meg with a special oracle card reading just for you. And today, our oracle card reading comes to us from the deck Sacred Incantations, Rituals of Trans Wisdom for Every Season. This deck is a project of Enfleshed. It was edited by Anna Bladel and M. Jade Kaiser, and the artist is Ben Eshelman. This deck is specifically designed for the trans and non-binary community, but the cards in it have a lot of wisdom for everybody, especially people who are also advocates for the trans and non-binary community, and I think anyone in the LGBTQ plus community can find a lot of wisdom in these cards. And today's card is Uproot the Stories That Leave Us Ashamed. As a trans or non-binary person, many people carry around stories from their childhood, from their past, that they have a lot of shame, body dysmorphia, and conflicting feelings about, especially incidences from their childhood. A lifetime of being misgendered. And when you're a small child, to have feelings of not belonging in the body you're actually walking around in, and having everyone act like you're just supposed to be in that body when you feel you're not, can give you a lot of conflicting childhood stories that you as an adult have to unpack and deal with. It can also involve family relations and our ancestral ties. This card makes me think that it's important to find the people in our lives, our support system, the roots of the people who really love us. And for everyone out there who is an advocate of a trans or non-binary person, you are the roots for that person, and you help ground them by offering them the love and support that they need. But it's also important to be able to identify when there are stories that you need to remove. You can take the lesson you learned, but you don't need to carry the pain around. And it's okay to rewrite some of your stories from your past. My daughter commented how she didn't really have pictures from her childhood that reflected who she really felt like she was. So, because I like to do watercolor art, I painted a picture for her based on a childhood photo where I feminized all her features and put her in a feminine outfit, and I turned her into the little girl she always wanted to be in that picture. And I made it as a gift for her to show her, well, we can rewrite that story, because here's a beautiful picture of you as an adorable little girl. And it gives her a lot of comfort. And do you have to say to yourself, this is 100% real? No, but I'm a firm believer in jumping timelines. There is a timeline where you are in the right body. And I think identifying with that timeline helps you function better in this one. Helps you feel that, yeah, there is a place where I am in the right body. And rewriting some of those stories in your mind, in your imagination, in your soul, in your psyche, can help you feel better now. You don't have to carry a painful childhood memory when you can rewrite it in your imagination the way you wish it was. And you can choose to sort of remember it that way. Even though you know it's maybe not exactly what truly happened in this 3D world, that doesn't mean it didn't happen to you in a parallel reality on a different timeline. And maybe that's what you can remember. But sometimes you just have to pluck out these things and uproot them like a tree or people. And remember, you have to pick carefully which trees you take out of the forest. Sometimes a tree just needs to go, and remove it carefully. And if you can put the leftover wood to good use, do it. But don't be afraid to understand that sometimes there are going to be people or memories that you just don't need. And it's okay to remove them from your life. When you take out that dead wood, you clear a path. You open up the space for better things to come in. If you don't manage the forest correctly and the trees, there's too much undergrowth, it's just a forest fire waiting to happen. So sometimes you strategically remove those stubborn people from your life who are going to refuse to accept who you truly are going to continue to misgender you or say things that make you remember all the shame of your childhood. You don't have to keep people in your life. Or you can find ways to minimize your exposure to them, because with our family members, it can be difficult, and we don't want to remove people from our lives unless we truly have to. But sometimes there is a tipping point, where you either want to minimize or completely eliminate your contact with people who do not respect the person you truly are. And it takes a lot of courage, and it does leave a mess behind that has to be cleaned up. When you knock that tree over, you got to saw it up and turn it into firewood or build a table out of it or do something with it. You have to clean up the mess afterwards. So it's always important to remember to go through the process completely if you're going to remove stubborn stories, the ones that make you feel terrible about yourself. It's not your job to carry those stories, and it's okay to set them down and leave them beside the road. So manage the forest of your memories and your stories wisely and carefully, and understand that sometimes clearing out negative stories, rewriting them in a better way, in a more positive memory, is okay. And clearing a path by removing some dead wood can be very useful. It's a little bit of work, but in the long run, it can open up more space for better things to come in your life. So uproot the stories that leave you feeling ashamed. Feel free to remove them from your life, from your memories. And if there are people in your lives who are going to continue to tell those stories, you need to either get them to a place where they understand why that's not appropriate, or perhaps they're one of the stories you're going to have to uproot as well. Those are very tough decisions to make. I don't encourage you to make them lightly. I encourage you to think carefully, long and hard about how you take care of your memories, how you keep sacred the memory of who you really are, truly, not what people think they see. And then sometimes those memories uproot themselves and just disappear. And please always remember that here at Meg's Magical Mansion, we see you for who you truly are, and we welcome and accept you. So thanks for being here.